Hello, Virgo. Wow. Okay. I need to be really careful with my words right now because what is pouring through me is so sacred, so specifically orchestrated by forces way beyond anything human that I almost feel like I should be whispering. But at the same time, I want to shout it from the rooftops because you need to hear this. You need to let it sink into the deepest parts of your bones. God is giving you something. And I am not talking about a generic blessing that everyone gets. I am not talking about the basic package of have a nice day energy. No. What is being delivered into your life right now is extremely rare. It is the kind of gift that people pray for decades and never receive. It is the kind of miracle that makes non-believers question their skepticism. And it is heading directly for you with your name on it, wrapped in divine timing and sealed with a purpose that is going to blow your mind when you finally understand why. But before I tell you what it is, I have to tell you why. Because the why is everything, Virgo. The why is what makes this gift make sense. The why is what transforms it from a lucky break into a holy assignment. And the why is you. It is who you have become. It is what you have endured. It is the choices you made when nobody was watching, when nobody was clapping, when nobody would have blamed you for giving up. God saw all of it, every single moment. And that is why this gift is coming. Not because you are lucky, not because the universe randomly pointed at you, but because you have been proven, you have been tested in the fire, and you came out not just intact, but refined, polished, prepared. And now you are ready to hold something that would have destroyed the old version of you. Let me explain what I mean by extremely rare. I feel like some of you have been asking for this specific thing for so long that you stopped verbalizing it. You stopped mentioning it in your prayers because you thought maybe it was too much. Maybe you were asking for too big of a miracle. Maybe God had bigger problems than your secret dream, so you tucked it away. You buried it under practicality and responsibility. You told yourself to be grateful for what you have and stop wanting more. But here is the truth. God was never ignoring that desire. God was waiting for you to become the person who could receive it without being destroyed by it, because rare gifts come with rare weight, and the weight of what is coming would have crushed you 5 years ago. It would have distracted you 3 years ago. It would have made you arrogant last year. But now you are steady enough. Now you are humble enough. Now you are spiritually mature enough to carry it with grace. So what is the gift? I feel like it is different for each of you, but the energy around it is the same. For some of you, it is financial. A windfall that does not make sense on paper. Money that arrives from a source you did not strategize for. An opportunity that pays you 10 times what you thought your work was worth. For others, it is relational. A connection so pure, so divinely orchestrated, that it heals every wound left by every person who ever made you feel disposable. For some, it is a platform, a voice, influence that reaches people you will never meet but who desperately need your light. For others, it is healing. Physical, emotional, generational healing that breaks curses that have been in your bloodline for centuries. And for a few of you, it is all of the above. A complete life reconstruction that happens so smoothly, so obviously directed by divine hands, that you have no choice but to fall to your knees in gratitude. But again, The gift is not the main event. The main event is why you are getting it. And Virgo, the answer is going to humble you. It is going to bring tears to your eyes, because the reason God is giving you this rare gift is that you passed a test that almost everyone fails. You remained soft in a world that rewarded hardness. You chose forgiveness when revenge would have felt so much sweeter. You kept showing up with integrity when cheating would have gotten you there faster. You prayed for people who were actively trying to destroy you. You blessed people who cursed you. And you did not do it for show. You did it in the dark, in the silence, when there was no audience and no reward in sight. That is rare. That is holy. And that is why heaven is opening up a vault for you that has been locked for generations. I am getting chills because I can see the lineage aspect of this so clearly. Some of you are about to receive something that your ancestors prayed for but never saw. You are the answer to prayers that were whispered in fields, in kitchens, in churches, in secret places where hope was all they had. Your grandmother's faith, your grandfather's unspoken dreams, your mother's sacrifices, your father's unfulfilled potential. It is all converging on you right now. You are the culmination of a spiritual lineage that refused to let go of belief, even when evidence was nowhere to be found. And God is not just blessing you, God is honoring them through you. You are the living proof that their faith was not in vain, that their prayers were heard, that their suffering was seen. And this gift is a love letter from the divine to every generation that came before you, saying, I did not forget. I was just waiting for the right vessel. And here she is. Here he is. Ready at last. Now, I need to warn you about something, because with rare gifts come rare attacks. The enemy, if you believe in one, or the opposing force, or simply the energy of chaos, knows what is coming for you. And it is terrified. It knows that once you receive this, you become unstoppable. You become a beacon that draws others out of darkness. You become proof that miracles are real. And so there will be a final test, a final attempt to make you doubt, to make you sabotage, to make you believe that you are not worthy after all. This might show up as sudden anxiety, as old fears resurfacing, as people from your past trying to drag you back into old dynamics, as sleep disturbances or strange dreams. Do not be alarmed. This is not a sign that the gift is not coming. It is actually confirmation that it is closer than ever. The resistance always intensifies right before the breakthrough. The storm always gets loudest right before the calm. So stand firm. Do not let the final test trick you into thinking you have failed. You have already passed. This is just the noise of a defeated force throwing its last tantrum. I also feel like there is something very specific about your hands in this season. I keep seeing an image of hands being anointed, hands that will create, heal, build, write, touch, and transform. Whatever your gift is, it is going to flow through your hands. If you are an artist, your work is about to reach a level that transcends skill and enters the realm of the supernatural. If you are a healer, your touch or your presence is about to become exponentially more potent. If you are a builder, an entrepreneur, a writer, a cook, a teacher, whatever you do with your hands is about to be supernaturally multiplied. People will look at what you create and know that something beyond talent is at work. They will feel it. They will be moved by it, and they will be changed by it. That is the level we are talking about. This is not a small upgrade. This is a transfiguration of your gift. And let me talk about the timing, because it is so precise that it gives me goosebumps. This gift is arriving at a moment when you are not expecting it. Not because you are pessimistic, but because you have made peace with the waiting. You have stopped obsessing over the timeline. You have surrendered the how and the when, and that surrender is what unlocked the door. The universe does not respond to desperation. It responds to trust. And your trust has been so pure, so unwavering, that it has become a magnetic force. You have literally pulled this blessing toward you through the sheer power of your faith. Think about that. Your belief moved heaven. Your consistency in the dark convinced the light that you were ready. That is not small. That is legendary. And you need to understand that so you never again doubt the power of your own devotion. There is also a teaching component to this gift that I have to mention. You are not receiving this just for you. You are receiving it so that others can see what is possible. You are about to become a walking testimony, a living parable. People who know your story, who know where you came from, who know what you have been through, are going to look at what God does in your life, and their own faith is going to ignite. That is part of the purpose. You are being set up as evidence, as a sign, as a reminder that no situation is too far gone, that no heart is too broken, that no bank account is too empty, that no dream is too big. Your life is about to preach a sermon that no words could ever capture, and the people who witness it are going to be forever changed. Now, I know some of you are thinking, but I do not feel ready. I do not feel worthy. I still have doubts. I still make mistakes. Good. That is exactly why you are ready. The people who think they are ready usually are not. The people who know they need grace are the ones who can handle glory without being destroyed by it. Your awareness of your own imperfections is what keeps you humble. And humility is the container that holds rare gifts without spilling them. So do not wait until you feel perfect. Do not wait until you have it all together. Receive this gift exactly as you are, broken pieces and all, because God does not give gifts to perfect people. God gives gifts to willing people. And you, Virgo, have been willing. You have been open. You have been obedient even when obedience costs you everything. I want to speak directly to those of you who have been in a season of extreme isolation. Maybe you lost friends. Maybe family turned against you. Maybe you felt like you were walking through a desert with no oasis in sight. That isolation was not punishment, it was preparation. God had to separate you from certain energies so that you could receive this without contamination. Certain people could not come with you into this next chapter because they would have diluted the gift. They would have made you doubt it. They would have tried to control it or benefit from it in ways that were not aligned. And so the separation, as painful as it was mercy. It was protection. It was God clearing the runway so that when this gift lands, there is nothing and no one to obstruct it. And soon the right people will arrive. People who can celebrate the gift without trying to steal it. People who will protect your anointing instead of exploiting it. But first, the old had to be removed. And I am so sorry if that hurt, but it was necessary, and you are about to see exactly why. Let me also address the financial aspect for a moment because it is strong. Some of you are about to receive money that feels impossible. And the first thing you need to do when it arrives is resist the urge to panic spend. Do not try to prove anything to anyone. Do not try to buy your way into acceptance or love. This money is seed money. It is foundation money. It is the kind of resource that builds legacies if stewarded correctly. So take a breath, hire the right advisors, make the right investments, bless the right people, and let it grow. This is not a lottery win that is meant to be blown in a year. This is generational wealth energy. This is the kind of money that changes your children's lives. Treat it with the reverence it deserves, in love. For those who have been waiting for a divine partner, this gift is showing up as a person, but not just any person. This is someone who carries the same frequency of rareness. Someone who has also been tested, also been prepared, also been kept in isolation until the timing was right. And when you meet, there will be no games, no confusion, no anxiety, just recognition, just peace, just the overwhelming sense that something bigger than both of you has orchestrated this union. This person is going to love you in a way that restores your faith in humanity. They are going to see your scars and call them art. They are going to witness your growth and call it magic. And together, you are going to build something that outlives both of you. A partnership that becomes a pillar for others to lean on. That is the level of love that is coming, not because you are desperate for it, but because you finally became the person who could recognize it and receive it without fear. For those already in relationships, this gift is going to deepen what you have. It is going to heal old wounds between you and your partner. It is going to bring a renewal that feels like falling in love for the first time, but with the wisdom of having survived storms together. There is a blessing coming into your home, a shift in the atmosphere, a peace that settles over your relationship like a warm blanket. And it is going to make you both more grateful, more generous, more aligned than you have ever been. Do not take it for granted. Protect it, nurture it, and let it be a testimony to everyone who thought love was dead. I also feel like there is a creative gift being activated in many of you. Ideas that have been dormant are about to wake up. Projects that seemed dead are about to resurrect. Talents that you buried because someone laughed at them are about to become your primary source of impact and income. You are going to shock yourself with what comes out of you. Songs, books, businesses, inventions, solutions to problems that have stumped experts. And it is going to feel effortless, not because you are not working hard, but because you are finally working in your zone of divine genius, the place where effort meets grace and creates magic. That is where you are headed. That is what this gift unlocks. And your health. Oh, your health. Some of you have been battling things in your body that doctors could not explain. A heaviness, a fatigue, a pain that seemed to have no source. And I feel like part of this gift is a physical restoration. Not because you earned it through perfect diets or exercise routines, but because your spirit is being realigned with its original blueprint. When the soul comes into alignment, the body follows. Diseases that were rooted in emotional or spiritual disconnection are going to lose their grip. You are going to wake up with energy you forgot you had, with clarity you thought was gone forever, with a vitality that makes you feel young again, not just physically, but mentally, emotionally. Your joy is going to return. Your laughter is going to come back louder. Your appetite for life is going to be insatiable, and it is going to scare some people who got used to the tired version of you. Let them be scared. You are not here to stay small for their comfort. Now, I have to circle back to the opposition because it is real and I do not want you blindsided. There are people who have been watching your preparation. They have seen your isolation. They have noticed your discipline. And they have been waiting for the moment when you receive this gift so they can attack it. Some will try to claim credit. Some will try to insert themselves into your blessing. Some will spread lies to diminish what God is doing. And some will simply seethe in silent jealousy. Do not engage. Do not explain. Do not defend what heaven has given you. The gift speaks for itself. Your life speaks for itself, and the people who are meant to celebrate with you will find their way to your table. The ones who are not meant to be there will expose themselves through their own bitterness. Let them. You have better things to do than manage the emotions of people who want what you have but refuse to do what you did to get it. I also want to mention that this gift comes with a new level of spiritual authority. You are going to start seeing things before they happen, knowing things without being told, feeling things in rooms before anyone speaks. Do not dismiss this as anxiety or imagination. This is your gift maturing. This is your third eye opening wider. This is your connection to the divine becoming so clear that guidance feels like a conversation with an old friend. Trust it. Write down the impressions. Act on the nudges. Because God is not just giving you a blessing. God is giving you a map. And the map leads to even more. This is the first floor of a skyscraper. Do not camp out in the lobby thinking you have arrived. Keep climbing. Keep listening. Keep obeying. Because the rare gifts are just the beginning. And here is the most beautiful part. The reason this gift is so rare is that it is customized. It fits you perfectly. It addresses your specific wounds, your specific desires, your specific purpose. It is not a hand-me-down blessing. It is not a generic miracle. It was designed in the mind of the Creator with your name etched into it, every detail tailored to who you are and who you are becoming. That is why it feels so overwhelming, so unbelievable. So this cannot be real, but it is real. It is more real than the doubt, more real than the fear, more real than the circumstances that have been lying to you about what is possible. I also feel like there is a ripple effect happening with your family and community that you cannot yet see. This gift is not just going to change your life, it is going to change the lives of people connected to you. Your children, if you have them, are going to benefit from the overflow of this blessing in ways that shape their entire futures. Your parents, if they are still here, are going to witness something they never thought possible. Your siblings, your cousins, your closest friends are all going to feel the shift in the atmosphere around you. Some of them are going to be inspired to pursue their own dreams because they watched you receive yours. That is the power of a public miracle. It does not just bless the receiver. It awakens the witnesses. You are about to become the reason someone else believes again. And that responsibility, while weighty, is also the greatest honor you could ever carry. So here is what I need you to do right now, in this moment, as you hear these words. I need you to say thank you before you see it. I need you to praise before the proof arrives. I need you to walk like it is already done. Because in the spirit realm, it is done. The gift has already been dispatched. The angels have already been assigned to deliver it. The only thing left is for your physical reality to catch up. And it will in perfect timing, in perfect order, in a way that leaves no room for coincidence. Prepare your heart, Virgo. Prepare your home. Prepare your mind. Clean out the clutter. Make space. Because what is coming needs room to expand. It needs a foundation that is clear and ready. Forgive anyone you are still holding a grudge against, not for their sake, but for yours. Because unforgiveness is a blocked pipe, and this blessing is a flood. You do not want anything obstructing the flow. Apologize where you need to apologize. Mend what can be mended. Release what cannot, and stand in the mirror and tell yourself the truth. You are worthy, you are ready, you are chosen. And what is yours is making its way to you with a speed and a certainty that will soon leave you speechless. I am so honored to be the one to tell you this. I am so humbled by what I see in your energy. You have no idea how much heaven is cheering for you right now. How many forces are aligning to make sure this gift arrives intact. How much love is surrounding you, even in this very moment. You are not alone. You have never been alone. And you are about to have evidence of that truth that no one can argue with. Receive it, Virgo, with open hands, with a grateful heart, with a spirit that says, I am ready and I will use this to bless others. That is the final key. The gift is not just for your comfort, it is for your assignment. And when you accept it with that understanding, there is no limit to what heaven will entrust to you. This is your era, your season, your divine appointment. Walk into it boldly. The rare gift is here, and so are you. Finally, perfectly, undeniably ready.